Here at Turbocharge Tactics, we love us a good engine swap. What is an engine swap, you ask? An engine swap is where you take your crappy slow engine and you put in something with some more asphalt eating, rubber slinging, miles per gallon kind of engine. More power equals more fun. Let's get into it. Starting out with number 5, we have the Hyundai Theta 2.0 2-engine.
A Hyundai?
Now wait, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Rit, are you really asking for more Hyundai swaps? And let me explain something to you. My friend had a Veloster in, which this engine comes in, and that thing was insane. Like, backfiring, two-stepping, a house. The Theta 2.02 engine comes in a few cars. The Veloster in, the Elantra in, the Kona in, and the i30 in. They all put out a staggering 247 to 276 horsepower with about 260 to 289 foot-pounds of torque. All that's from a 4-cylinder engine. That's crazy. If we ever get our hands on one, we're going to put it in either a Genesis Coupe or Tiburon, something of that nature, one of the micro Hyundai mini trucks, and just rip and roar in that thing. Now our number 4 sits a little close to home for me. If some of y'all watch my other videos about the builds and stuff we're doing on the channel, y'all know that the Honda K series has to be number 4. Now the Honda K series has had a lot of more swaps here recently, but I want to see more things. Like there's I'll link it in the description. There is one channel called Nursing Garage that put a K series engine into a Ford Ranger, and that thing freaking eats. Like, it rips, son. And that's kind of stuff I want to see more of. The K20 series I fell in love with in like 2001. K20 put out between 150 to 320 horsepower, depending on the block that you get. The K24 put down 158 to 206 horsepower, depending on what block you get. The K series can put out some serious numbers, up to 1,000 horsepower plus, depending on internals, how much boost, stuff of that nature. Like, these K series engines are absolutely insane, I'm telling you. If we ever get our hands on one, we're gonna probably finish the Accord. If you haven't watched any of our series on the Accord build, the 94 Accord build, we'll leave a link to those videos in the end. And coming in at number 3 is the Ford EcoBoost 2.3 liter. These things come in such vehicles as like the Ford Mustang and the Ford Focus, what is it, ST, I believe. These things are absolutely insane. So in 2015, Ford decided that they were going to take their 2.0 liter and twin scroll it. Best decision I've ever seen in my life. So I've had a S550 GT Mustang, and I've ridden in the 4-cylinders. The 4-cylinder stock, they really can't do much, but I've seen them do a couple of mods to them and actually keep up, if not pass, the stock GT S550 Mustangs, which is insane. So you take one of these and you put that booger into a Ford Ranger, old square body Ford Ranger, or something of that nature, and you would embarrass the hell out of people. The Mitsubishi 4G63T is ranking in at number 2 on our list. So I know that this engine is a little older, but I really haven't seen a whole lot of swaps out of these things. Now, where this engine is older, the dual overhead cam version being released in 1989, this thing came out in some of the most iconic cars in my generation, such as the Eclipse. I myself had a 1995 version. It also came out in the Eagle Talon and the Evos. And more rare, the Plymouth Laser. If we could get our hands on one of these, we would definitely shove that 287 horsepower and 289 foot-pounds of torque monster into something like a Dodge D50 or a Mitsubishi Mighty Max, because that just sounds like a lot of damn fun. And for the engine that y'all have all been waiting on, the Chevrolet L3B. This titan of a 4-cylinder engine puts out 237 to 325 horsepower and 259 to 430 foot-pounds of torque. I haven't seen a whole lot of these swaps. Now, there is another engine that Blueprint Engines makes that is phenomenal and uses the LS head. But this thing, you can go down to the junkyard and get, just think about it. You can take this thing and shove it into a Cavalier, take your friends to Applebee's, and embarrass the shit out of them because they just got their ass whooped by a Chevrolet Cavalier. Seems pretty simple to me. Once again, I'm Rhett with Turbocharged Tactic. I hope you enjoyed your time. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon. Leave us a comment if you think we missed something in the video. Till next time.
Maximum effort.